being a
identity,
Rasta?
man. Yeah, this is my identity.
Do you have to have dreadlocks if you're a Rasta?
But if you're a Rasta, then you wouldn't see why you shouldn't have it, because then you don't know freedom is freedom, and you don't have to bow, you do whatever you like. But it's not a thing to say, well, I would like to be a Rasta, but I wouldn't like to have this. You dig?
Mm.
It can't be a thing like that. It has to be a fullness where you yourself know that it's God creator and I don't want no life, no obligation. That means you own man. That's the first time you own yourself. You do what you want to do. Anything people want to say about you, you don't care, because, you know what I mean? Even them who say it still have a comeback.
Let God name be praised. Praise. Whoa, cha-cha. Let your name be praised. Praise. Then I see dreadlocks in the mountain chanting. Dreading on the mountain chanting. Drinking water from the fountain, drinking water from the fountain, while the birds in the trees are singing. Laughter in the garden cultivated, using the lawn near playing, and on the mountain chanting. All I'm in the city feel haunted. They say that they're sitting on the mountain wanted. Babylon, that's why they're on the mountain.
Of Hair Story, Untangling the Roots of Black Hair in America, Ayana Bird and Lori Tharps. Explain to us about our hair, black women's hair, and why it is such this issue for us.
I think the first thing people need to understand is the idea that good hair, this term good hair, was not a beauty term, it was a survival term that came out of slavery, and that women and men who had hair that was silkier, curlier, looser, meaning they were connected to the white man, the master, that meant that they were more likely to have a higher chance of being freed when the master died, perhaps being a slave that was in the house, which meant more access to education, better food, clothing, warmth, you know, the necessities of life. So we were not talking about slaves walking around saying, I'm cute. It was slaves walking around saying, if I have this hair, I might have a chance at a better chance of life and survival.
Because what is it really? It's connected to being the master's daughter or son.
Exactly. So, and it's, like I said, it was men and women. We're not even just talking about something for women. And so this idea has carried over. We say that, you know, these concepts were kind of embedded into our cultural psyche, and it never went away. We were never, like, unbrainwashed, if you will, once slavery was removed, and we've maintained these terms. And so part of the problem is that people don't understand the history of our hair. And that's why we wrote the book, so that people understood where the pain comes from with these, with the way our hair looks and what it meant to us in terms of survival.
Now
While you're on that field, speak to the brothers, pants down below their ass, braids, earrings. I mean, damn, don't compete with
Well, you got to
women with
understand it's a
earrings.
psychology. You have to understand the young brothers in the psychology. Now, I'm not talking about African brothers who are in their cycles for initiation. Native American brothers have always had their hair because hair contains nutrients. And when you hold on to your hair and your nutrients, you don't get heart attacks.
No, I'm talking about.
No, I'm saying braids.
Bows and braids.
No. I'm saying, let me just get that straight. So, because the long hair on our the long hair on our young brothers is a sign of rites of passage. The Maasai's hair back into So the self, that hair is them trying to find their way back to that place where they had that initiation. Now, them wrapping it up and dressing like a female is something different. That's another thing.
Well, this is my crown, and this is my antennas, you know. Out of that, it brings me energy. It connects me like Babylon have satellites in space. I have my satellites on my head, you know. That's my energy source. That's my crown, you know. Like everyone have them crown, I have my crown also. And this is the covenant, you know. You live it, you wear your dress, your diet, your faith, your ways of speaking, your teachings. Rasta is an entire liberty. So you must live it, express it to be. It's not like religion, you know.
Really tell you the truth, you know, all we do with this is just leave it. Wash it, you don't comb it.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You keep it clean. And dreadlock itself, because you find that, no, these separated, you know. And I mean, watch this. This is one. This is two. Now, I didn't go and separate them myself and make this the one. It grew like this.